Good morning, lovely people. Marie Alessi here with another meaningful mindset topic. And today I'd love to share something with you about a book that has quite an impact in my life. And you might recognize the author Rhonda Byrne from The Secret, those of you who have either read the book, watched the documentary, and she has put together this amazing book called The Magic. I want to show it to you here. The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. And this is not just a normal book that you would read, it is done like a workbook, a 28-day workbook where every single day you read one chapter, and each chapter focuses on a different topic of gratitude. And gratitude is the magic word here today. Let me take you back a little bit when I first bought this book, because there is a little story with it, and I really want to share that with you so you understand how important this magic, this gratitude is in all our lives and what a role it had played in mine. I bought this book a bit over 3 years ago, so it was shortly before Rob passed, and I had just started working with this book, and every day I expressed my gratitude. This is the exact thing. This is not just about living gratitude or feeling grateful for something in your life. It's literally about expressing it, taking one topic at the time and expressing your gratitude. It gives it so much more meaning when you actually express it and work through it. So I started working through this book, and about roughly halfway through the book, Rob passed away. And I don't know if that's the right way of saying it, but for me, it just feels right. So, needless to say, I put this book down and I had never picked it up again. And through a mentoring course a couple of weeks ago, I was reminded of that book. And it's not that I had completely forgotten about it, it was always in the back of my mind. And I kind of knew this book was there and it was standing in the bookshelf. And many times over, I kind of felt like I should pick it up again. And that should never works, as you know. Whenever you should be doing something in your life, it doesn't feel right. You need to want to be doing it. You need to really want to be doing something in order for you to make it happen. So when I came across this book, I shared my background story, why I hadn't picked it back up again. And I shared how hard I found it and how challenging I found it to get back into that book for that very same reason that halfway through Rob passed and I didn't know how to restart it and how to get back into it. There was something left within this book where I felt it is now part of my healing journey. It is now important for me to get past that halfway mark, to start this book again from day dot and work through it day by day. So I picked the book back up again and I worked through it every single day. And hey, Carrie, so lovely of you to watch. And I started on day one again. Like literally, I wanted to go back to scratch. I wanted to go back to the first day and pick it up and express my gratitude. And every single day, I went through it. And there were some days that I was struggling with, and other days that were really easy for me. And when I felt that I was kind of slacking off a bit, that my motivation went down, I either redid that day or I went back 3 days and started from there to pick up that momentum. That's actually something they recommend in this book to do if you feel the momentum sliding, to go back 3 days and start from there again. And I've been doing this every single day, and the only 2 days that I missed were the last 2 days when I had come out of surgery, and I was literally I've finally done my hand surgery, yay to me. So there was a lot of expressed gratitude about this day as well. And I remember preparing for this day that I really expressed my gratitude for Dr. Sangaran, who was doing my hand surgery. I was expressing gratitude for the years of studies and effort he has put in to become such an amazing doctor, to be able to perform such a surgery. and I express gratitude for the staff looking after me and all of that that comes around. I express gratitude for the people who drop me off and pick me up, and for the people who promised they would cook for me after surgery. And I just went to town with that because I really wanted this surgery to go well. So the best way to prepare for something, if you want something to go well, is to express gratitude beforehand as if already achieved, and feel that gratitude in your heart. And I did that for days on end before the surgery. I did it this morning again when I picked up my gratitude journal again. This is actually my little gratitude journal. I'm going to show you that. This is what I use every day because it's just tiny, and it's really handy to have it um, in my pocket every single day. So here are journeys that I had written, stories that I had written about, my closest friends, and I printed them out with photos of them, etc. I express gratitude for the money I've received in my life, and I wrote that on a $50 note, and I keep it with me. I have so much in this book that is really, I love it. So I can strongly suggest that when you do that, that you actually have a journal just for this book where you can express your gratitude in. And guess what? My surgery didn't only go really well, but it was unexpectedly one of the most funnest days I had in a long time. I woke up to, I've got this backpack, Shaun the Sheep. Some of you might have seen it because I did share some pictures of it, and I took Shaun the Sheep with me. I don't know, I hadn't used it for such a long time, but I thought it would add to the fun. And there were jokes running all day about this sheep, and he was wearing my mask, and I had to put my hospital mask on. And I woke up, I actually have it with me, I needed to show you this. I woke up to Shaun the Sheep dressed up as a doctor. He actually had a mask on as well, with rubber gloves, a syringe stuck to him, and my sticker on it, and a cask as well. So that was the first thing I saw when I woke up after surgery, and I found it hilarious. There were so many jokes running that day, and it really made my day. Everybody who looked after me was in such a good mood and was in a happy mood and just there for me. So to me, going back to this book was like finishing off something that I left unfinished after Rob passed, and it was really extremely important to me to A, start again, B, get past the halfway mark, which I have done now, and C, to finish it. And because I wanted to do this properly, I did repeat a few days. So I'm still going with the finishing off part, but I know that it's something that I just don't want to finish. It is something that I want to continue throughout my life. The expressing gratitude part. It's the first thing I do each morning when I have my coffee, or now dandelion tea that I have switched over to, and express gratitude for all of that, for the dandelion tea I'm drinking, for the hot water, for the beautiful person sent to me, continuing with my ensuite finally. Now that the construction restrictions have been lifted, I'm really grateful for everybody coming into my life, doing things, helping me with things. A beautiful friend of mine who's looking after Lilu at the moment, and who brought me dinner last night, the most beautiful Mexican dinner, home cooked. It was delicious. And to top it off, she really ticked all the requirements I'm living by at the moment. I'm gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free, alcohol-free. I've gone on this really absolute health spree to look after myself and to honor my body. And she ticked all those boxes. I could not believe that she did all that for me, because that was one of the reasons I didn't want to ask anybody to cook for me, because with all those requirements, it's a little bit tricky. So, in a nutshell, I would really recommend that you trust your heart and to check in with your heart in terms of what needs to be expressed. It's such a perfect day to talk about it, because today it's actually expressing gratitude through your heart, and expressing gratitude for your heart, and really working with your heart space. And it so goes in line with the newsletter that I sent out literally just, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I'm getting a little bit mixed up because I was really still a bit delirious after the surgery the last couple of days. So today's my first day back And I needed to share this with you. This is the book. If you want to get it, I'm going to put it in the comments below as well. Rhonda Byrne, Byrne. And I can strongly recommend that you get a paper, like a printed version. I don't even know if it's available online, but this is really a book that you want to have with you, like a workbook. So I'm here to express my gratitude for you, beautiful people, and for coming into the movement, for sharing your stories, for sharing your heart, your love with us, and for spreading the word about this movement. Please do invite people in who need to be here with us. So much love to you. This is Marie signing off. Bye for now.